Well, today I'm revisiting sauerkraut. I already got it all shredded up here in the sink. I used my small slaw board today. I leave this adjustment a little loose because I can make it thicker or thinner as I'm going through the cabbage, because we like it thin and thick. But now that it's all shredded and it's in the sink, you put in 3.5 tablespoons of pickling or canning salt per 5 pounds of shredded cabbage. I use 2 heads out of my garden, so they're organic. There's nothing added to them, no pesticides, nothing. Good, clean, quality cabbage. And I'm going to bring you back and show you after I get it into a couple half-gallon jars or however many it takes. Because I'm doing this in the jar this time, I will not be taking it out of a bigger jar, putting it in the smaller. I'm doing it right into half gallons, and when it's done fermenting, I will can it to seal it up and stop the fermenting. Okay, 6 pounds of cabbage made 2 half-gallon jars for sauerkraut. Now I pack those jars good and tight. I put natural spring water over it. I don't use tap water when making sauerkraut. These are wide mouth, half-gallon jars, so it's easier to get the kraut out. And when they say you can't can things in half-gallon jars, don't believe them. They just want to sell you more quart jars. I use half gallons all the time for like sauerkraut, tomatoes, and a few other things. So remember, for every 5 pounds of cabbage, you put 3.5 tablespoons of canning salt or pickling salt. You shred it up, add the salt, mix it real well, leave it lay in the sink for a while to start wilting, and pack your jars. And the reason I'm revisiting this is I will not take this back out of these jars. I'll keep an eye on it, keep it down in the brine. In 4 to 6 weeks, when I feel it's ready, I will change out these lids, clean the rim real good, and I will can it right in these jars so it never has to move. You go to my basement, you grab a quart of canned pork tenderloin and a half-gallon jar of this, and you got instant supper. It takes you longer to make the mashed potatoes than it does to heat up the pork and the sauerkraut. I hope this all was informative for you. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Don't be afraid to comment. Yes, it takes me a little bit to get back to you, but I always try and get back to each and every one of you. Blessings to everyone. And I wanted to mention, the next episode of Tammy's Kitchen is she's making stuffed peppers.